I was taking the hardest class in accounting, intermediate accounting, part 2, or 102, or whatever, 201, depends on the school. So anyway, I never went to class. Class was at 8 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't there. It was over like 9, and I'd show up at 9. I'd write down the homework assignment for the night and walk out. And the teacher got pissed at me after a while. He's like, "Can't do this anymore." I'm like, "Why? I'm just getting the homework." Like, "Yeah, but you gotta come to class." I'm like, "I don't know about that." But it was funny. One day my car broke down, and my brother took me to school because he had to go to work, so I couldn't show up at 9 o'clock like usual. So he took me to school, and I got there on time, and I was sitting there, and the teacher's going through all this rigmarole before the class starts, and she's doing attendance and stuff, and she's doing all those. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, Mr. Godfrey, if you came to class, I do this every day." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sure. Shut up." It's funny. So I would always do the homework. I didn't hand it in or anything, but I did it. And I would show up for the midterm and the final. And that was about it. In the beginning, I showed up the first 2 days, the first 2 classes I showed up. And we had homework after the first day, and I didn't do it, And then she broke the classes, the classroom up to people that did the homework and people who didn't. And we had to make little groups. And I ended up in a group of people that did the homework. And I was helping them all, but they didn't understand anything, so I was helping them do the whole thing. And she found out I didn't do the homework, so she took me out of the group. And they all started yelling and complaining. They're like, "No, we need him. Leave me. I don't believe it." And I'm like, I gotta go. So I go over to the ones that didn't do the homework. So I did the homework in like 10 minutes. I'm like, "Here, it's done." I was like, no big deal. It was easy enough. But at the end of the class, end of the semester, they're giving out the grades and stuff, and the teacher, the teacher's name was Fanny something. I don't know. I was never there, so I don't know. It was Fanny, nice black lady. And she makes me sit around and wait till I'm the last person to give the grade to. And that was because I was just done by design. She wanted to talk to me. I guess she didn't get much time to talk to me if I was never there. So she wanted to talk to me. She gives me my grade. It's a B+, highest grade in the class. In that class, with that class, as far as you want to be an accountant, if you don't get over a C, you just might as well do something else. Don't be an accountant. So I get the B+, and she's like, "How did you do it?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "How'd you get the highest grade in the class? You're never here." She wanted to know what my secret was, She's like, "I work with these bums every day. I use extra hours, and I can't get them to get a C. And you got a B+, you don't even show up." It's like, it messed up the special sauce. It's like, she couldn't understand it. I'm like, "Well, I did the homework. I kept trying to get the homework, so I did the homework. And what's on the test? The homework." So I mean, it wasn't like I didn't do it. But it was fun. It was ironic. I cracked up. But I'm glad I took the class in Nassau, because in Hofstra, the class was 10 times harder. That wouldn't have been fun. But they took my credit, so I didn't have to do it. That was the best part.